we, the jury, find the defendant, Gregory Newson, guilty of capital murder as charged in the indictment, signed by the foreperson of the jury.
After 4 days of testimony, it only took the jury less than an hour to find the Louisiana man guilty of murdering a Panola County deputy, Chris Dickerson. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Brennan Gurley. The verdict for Gregory Newson comes nearly 5 years after that deadly traffic stop in Panola County. Our Jesus Martinez was in the trial all day today and joins us now from outside the Gregg County courtroom with the closing arguments jurors heard.
The defense and the state both sharing their closing arguments to the jury in this capital murder trial. Now, when that verdict came down, as the judge read it, you can tell there was a sigh of relief from the gallery, both from family and friends and fellow co-workers, brothers and sisters in blue, knowing that justice had been served in the courtroom. Now, as part of the state's opening statement, the jury was shown body cam video that showed Newson getting out of his car, shooting and killing Deputy Dickerson. Now, we won't show you that video here on air, but here's what the state said to the jury after he showed them that video.
1, 2, 3 muzzle flashes you see before Deputy Dickerson can even clear his holster. Who shot first? Chris Dickerson, who was out there that night to do nothing more than his duty to make a routine traffic stop, or the defendant, Greg Newson, who was sitting in that car, getting his gun ready, waiting for Deputy Dickerson to get close enough that he could pop out of that door and execute him.
The state told the jury that Newson knowingly shot a police officer and has no regard for life after an off-duty deputy followed Newson after shooting Deputy Dickerson.
He will kill you just for following him. He will kill you when he doesn't know whether you're a cop or not. It doesn't matter.
The defense asked the jury to take into account Newson's self-defense.
Never is the defendant, Mr. Newson, required to prove self-defense. Rather, it is the state's burden and the state's burden alone to prove to you beyond a reasonable doubt that self-defense does not apply in this case.
And the state explained to the jury that this is not a case of self-defense and that there's no mystery that Newson killed Deputy Dickerson.
And if you weren't convinced by the time you saw the video and heard the evidence of how the defendant was caught, if you weren't 100% convinced that he deliberately executed Chris Dickerson on the side of that road that night, you have also now had the benefit of hearing the defendant in his own words tell you that.
And as the sentencing phase began, the state did say they are seeking the death penalty. The defense decided to delay their opening statements. One person did testify today, and testimony will continue at 9 in the morning tomorrow. In Longview, Jesus Martinez, CBS 19.